Hi, Trupti. Hi, Bimni. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name right. Sridhara, Rahul. Would love to hear where are you guys from, joining us from, and Francesca. Yep.
Hi, you said my name right. Thank you.
Amazing. Right. I'm in Kuwait, totally in southern parts. That's good to see. Very nice. So, good evening, everybody. Today we are going to have this amazing session facilitated by Jagannathan, who will be helping us build our own website. Yeah, but before that, I would just love to welcome you all to this CJ community. I'm sure you will agree with me, it's the most engaging community I have ever been part of, especially whenever I need some hours or something to practice, and I'm sure I will get it there. So thank you, everybody. I take this opportunity to thank you to somewhere help me in my coaching journey, and I'm really happy to see you here today. So basically, today's session is going to be very, very super practical and exciting, right? Because we all are talking about something every coach or a creator or an entrepreneur eventually needs, a website. And Jagannath has assured me, or he's assuring us that you don't need to have amazing coding skills or anything to do with IT background. It's going to be very simple and very easy steps that he's going to take us through. Right, Jagannath? Do you want to add something to that?
You also don't need a lot of money.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
That's very important as well. Okay, so over to you then, Jagannath. I'm sure people will keep joining. So let's
Okay.
just get started. And we also have recording here to whoever has maybe initially missed the beginning. So thank you. Thank you once again for joining, and over to you.
All right. Thanks, Trupti. Thanks, Trupti, for hosting it, and Yashaswini for giving us the Zoom. Thank you so much, and happy to see people across the globe joining in. I want to make it very, meaningful and demystify a lot of things about website creation. Oftentimes, I keep hearing people, oh, I spent 20K, working with some consultant for building a website, or people are just not getting off the ground because they just think it is like a very technical thing. Fortunately for all of us, in the age of AI, right, things have become so easy that you don't really need to be a technical person. You don't really need to be a programmer to actually build a website. What is more important is that you have an imagination of how we want to create your website, right? And imagination doesn't need you to be a programmer, right? If you want to know what you want to actually put on your website, how do you want to package and sell your services, how do you want your overall look and feel to be on your website, what kind of color themes to use, that's all you need. After that, you have technology at your disposal, right? So what I'm going to be doing today is, one, I want to, it is not again marketing my website or something, but I want to just show you what are the capabilities by just taking my website as an example. I'll not spend too long on it, just for you to know that, okay, this is a website I built in 2 weeks. It didn't take me longer than that, right? And 2 weeks also for the finesse. The website was actually up and running in a few days, right? And then what I'm going to do is no PowerPoint or anything. I'm just going to launch directly into the website creation process. I will, take a fictitious or a hypothetical coach as, as a requirement. that, okay, I am a coach and this is basically my problem statement. And we'll see how the website emerges out at the end, right? Using all the tools at our disposal. All the tools that I'm going to show you are free. You don't have to pay any subscription for it. And I will also tell you at the very end, I will also tell you how I am actually, using or running my coaching business. Not just with website, but also, what are the other things that I do, right? So that is basically the structure of this. Upfront, I also want to tell you that, okay, while I'm doing this and while we are recording this, like Trupti was saying earlier in the session, it will be really good that you can actually use it. Use this, today's webinar, build out your website and put a link to that website in our CJ group eventually, so that I know, whether the learnings have landed, right? And it'll also be a very good encouragement for other people in the community, and that will be, really very encouraging for everyone, right? Even for the people who are very hesitant to do it, they will just take off. All right. With that said, let me share my screen. I'll also make all of you an offer upfront. Any of you are struggling with the website creation after this, please feel free to ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm happy to help you out. So you don't have to think that, okay, after this 1 hour, it's gone and things like that, right? So don't worry about it. I am available to support you. All right, let me share my screen. Before that, I will get to the right window and all right, let me know if you're able to see my screen. All of you can see it. A thumbs up would help.
Yes. Now we can see it.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so this is my website. Okay, and again, I'm not going to spend more than 2 minutes on this, but this is just for you to see what is the thought process behind creating a website, right? So what are the key things about a website? You need to have a logo, you need to have your branding. In my case, it is called Mukta. I have a logo for it. And then I have certain services that I offer, right? And the key thing for any website is you make it easy for your clients to actually see your service and book a service, right? Obviously, nobody will book a service to begin with. Make it easy for them to book a discovery call. That's what all coaches do, right? All consultants do. So if you see here, the first page is very simple. It says, what are my services? Book a consultation. As simple as that. They don't even need to scroll through the website. Right there, without scrolling, they just click a button and it will take you to the page where you want to have them book a call with you, right? And then what are the popular services? This is another, hook for people to actually see, hey, these are my popular services. These seem to be more popular. Okay, let me go and see the details. And you give them an option to actually go and book, right? And then if they want to see more services, you give them a feed for them to actually go and see more services. And then on the opening page, and again, I'm not saying that this is the same template you should follow. I'm just showing you what I have done, right? Now, this is your imagination, right? However you want to create it makes your website unique. Please go ahead and do that. So in my website, on the home page, I have my coaching philosophy and approach. And then I have my testimonials from my clients. So basically what you're doing is in one page, you're giving them all the hooks necessary for them to actually engage with you. So at the end of the day, you're not doing a website just to make it look very, appealing or, very beautiful, right? At the end of the day, the website is to attract business. So this is what you need to do. And then you have your contact details and things like that. And then very simple, they launch into services. They are able to see what services come up, right? Okay, I have signature programs, customized coaching, team coaching. And then I have my FAQ, commonly asked questions, right? This is another thing that most websites need to have, right? You don't want them to keep on pinging you for basic questions, or they might even get turned off. And then if they want to get into the details, you basically have one more page where it shows all the signature programs. There are various templates for you to use. I'm not again, doing this to sell my website, but just to show you the capabilities, right? All these things were built in under 2 weeks. That's what I want to actually communicate. All the things that you see were all built in under 2 weeks. And even the logo creation, incidentally, was done by my daughter because she's a designer. But I'm also going to show you how you can design your own logos using ChatGPT. Okay, a very, very nice looking logo. In fact, I have one thing ready, which I'll also show you. And then you have your simple about section, which talks about you. That's it. This has all the ingredients that a good coaching website will need, or coaching or anything, any consulting website, right? Fair enough. Any questions on this before I move to actually creating a website now? Feel free to unmute and ask me any questions. Otherwise, we'll just move on. Good to move on? Okay, all right. Okay, now this is basically what I showed you was my website. Now I'm going to tell you that the URL that you will need to use is called Wixx.com. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat here. Where is the chat? How will I get in the chat here? So the website, again, all of you please bookmark this. This is the website I'm going to be using. Okay, Wixx.com. This is one of the most popular website builders out there. There are so many other tools, but I'm showing it to you on Wixx because I did it on Wixx. Okay. Now, as with many other website builders, Wixx also gives you a lot of free capabilities. There are certain things that you will need to do to, if you want to do certain things like, for example, having a payments page, integrating with your payments, or you want to avoid advertisements on your website, then you got to pay them a fair bit of money to actually get into a paid plan. But in all practical cases, your free plan will be very good. And I will also show you at the end, like I told you, the capabilities that are not there in the free plan. How do I take care of it? Because you will also need the same thing. Even if I'm assuming all of you are coaches or consultants, in which case anyway you will want to sell your services, right? You will want to have a payments page. You will want to have a place where people will book their, book an appointment with you, right? All those things are done outside of Wixx. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I use in my context, and you can use the same thing or you can use any alternative. Okay, so you don't actually need to get any paid plan of Wixx. We are all going to do everything today on the free plan of Wixx. All right. Now I've actually logged into Wixx with my account, and if you see here, I already have my site which is live, right? If you see here, my site is showing up here. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new site. You don't have to really write anything because it's all recorded. So instead of that, you just focus on what I'm doing, okay? Because if you write, you will lose the flow. So create new site. It's as simple as that, okay? Click on create new site. I'm assuming you can still see my screen, right? Are you able to see my new screen that came up? Let's personalize your journey. Are you able to see that? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Now here is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm not going to use the second option. I'm going to click the main option, which is chat with AI. Okay, this is where technology comes to your rescue, okay? Now click chat with AI. Now it's going to ask you a series of questions. Very simple, okay? Tell me what your site is all about, all right? I'm going to chat here. And I'm going to assume that I am a coach. And again, a very hypothetical scenario I'm creating. I'm going to call myself a freedom coach. I'm offering my clients the freedom from their lives. Okay, just a hypothetical thing. So I'm going to call myself a freedom coach, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Tell me what the site is all about. This site offers life coaching services for clients worldwide. All right, that's it. No more instructions required. What's the name of your life coaching business? Now, this is what I was telling you, right? Before you create your website, you have to have some basic things in place. You have to know what you're offering. You have to have a brand name for your coaching website. Of course, it's not a prerequisite. You can put a placeholder here and then go and change it. But in this case, let's assume that my name of my coaching business is called Freedom Coaching. All right. Now, again, you hit. So far, no technical knowledge required, right? All good? Okay. Would you like clients to book and pay for sessions online? Okay. Now here is the deal. You just say that I don't want to do this because Wixx bookings is a paid feature. Okay. You can do Wixx bookings, but here is the deal. Okay. You can do your bookings through Calendly. You can do your bookings through TopMate, and you can redirect clients to that platform for making your bookings, which is exactly what I have done. If you remember the website that I showed you, my website, book a consultation, actually takes them to TopMate to make a booking with me. Or you can instead redirect it to Calendly, which most people use either Calendly or TopMate. And again, these are free platforms, no need to pay anything. But if you take Wixx bookings is a little, I think Wixx bookings is still free, but the payments part is not free. So my recommendation is skip this page. Okay, just say no. No, I will enable bookings and payments outside Wixx. Got it? Would you like a blog to share your coaching philosophy and attract clients? Yes or no?
Yes.
Most people would want to put an S, right? Because you want to basically start to share your thoughts. But I will give you my perspective. My perspective is that if you put your blogs on Wix, it may not be as popular as putting your blogs or putting your thought process on LinkedIn. Okay, purely from a client perspective, either you put your thoughts on LinkedIn or you put your thoughts on Instagram if you're like a life coach. That attracts more attention than putting your blog up on Wix. In any case, let's say yes here. Okay, let's see what it will come back with. Okay, now it's asking you what's your unique story or vision behind freedom coaching. Okay, now let's put again, if you want, you can skip the question, or the more and more you answer here, your website becomes richer to begin with, right? It will start off on a richer note. So let me just put a philosophy here, right? The vision behind, I'm just making it up on the fly. Coaching is that we liberate clients from their limiting beliefs and help them lead a free life. I'm just making something on the fly, okay? So far, so good, no programming needed. All interactive. Okay, now you're nearly at the last stage. Okay, now it's basically telling you what are the capabilities. It is called apps here. What are the capabilities that you want to be enabled on your Wixx website? Okay. Now, if you see here, online stores is a paid feature. Okay. This is online stores is basically kind of to set up a storefront for you. Like for example, if you're an e-commerce, you have a small website where you're selling products. You have to enable online stores, but it's a paid feature. Okay. It has the complete gamut of a online store. If you want to sell events, that's also a paid feature. Okay. But you need to have forms. You have to enable forms because a form is a way that you actually collect information from your clients. For example, you want to have a discovery form where you want to collect basic information about your client, like what are their challenges, what are their contact details, what is the best time to schedule a call with them, so on and so forth. You need a form, and form is basically out of the box. It's a free feature. All right. If you want more apps, you can click more apps. It will show you all the apps, and you can actually set up all of these things. But when you go and fully configure it, it will actually tell you what is charged, what is a part of the upgraded plan and what is part of the free plan. So in this case, these are good enough for you to actually start off your website. You don't need any of the other things. All right. So with this, I'm just going to say continue. Now you're all set. Okay. Your basic Strawman website is ready. Okay. Now we will go to the dashboard. Okay. Now it's basically setting up your website. It's installing the apps. It's generating custom services for you, which are basically out of the box. It kind of, because of AI, it imagines what kind of services might be used in a context of a freedom coaching, and it will set you up with all the basic things. Okay. Now, if you get a, how many of you here want a customized domain like freedomcoaching.co.in? If you want, you will have to pay Wixx for it. If you don't want, you basically get a domain like what I have. Okay. What is my domain? My domain looks like this. Where's my website? Sorry. This keeps popping up. Give me a second.
The previous tab.
Yeah. See, my domain is called jagancoach.wixsite.com/mukta. Okay. My personal recommendation is, unless you, you're right, like really big into having your own domain and things like that, and until you actually become really big, this is a good enough domain for you to use. Because it's not like too obscure. You can still have a /mukta and everything. But if you are already into buying your own domain, you can go to GoDaddy and places like that, where you can actually buy your own domain, and it is not very cheap. For you to maintain your domain, you probably have to shell out something like 20,000 rupees every 2 years. Okay, so it is not very cheap. However, it's up to you. In this case, I'm just not going to put any custom domain or anything. I'm just going to go forward. Okay, and let me bring this again up. And we are all set. Okay. Now, what do you have to do? Now you have your website. Okay. If you actually see here, your website is already set up. Now, let us go into designing a site. You click this button called design site. Now here is where the entire, design of your site is now going to come up. Okay. Now, when you click on design site, you're going to be given an option to actually pick a template. Okay. Now, templates are predefined Wix sites, which has been done by many creators. Okay. And you can pick and choose among hundreds of templates, which one you like. It doesn't mean that you're just stuck to the template. Once you get the template, you're like set, you're up and running with a default setup, which looks like that site. And then you can go and customize it wherever you want, right? You can customize the colors, you can customize the logo, you can customize the flow, you can do everything. Okay. This is exactly what even I did. Now, if you see here, design your site with area. This is a AI website. This is a AI prompt. You could either do this saying, okay, use this prompt and generate my site. Or you could say, take it from a template and create a site. Okay, clear so far? Any confusions? Are we all good? Okay, in this case, I'm not going to use a prompt. You could actually make a prompt here. Okay, like for example, it has already given you a suggested prompt. Create a professional website for freedom coaching, a global life coaching service focused on helping clients overcome limiting beliefs, featuring a blog to share coaching philosophy and insights. This is basically what you told them, right? It has taken the prompt. You can make it even more elaborate. You can basically say that, okay, here are my 3 services. Okay, I would like customers to have a home page where they can make a booking. You can elaborate all of that, or you can pick one of the templates that are available. Okay, now these are all very good templates by very leading creators who are very popular. So you can use any of the templates that are here. Okay, in this case, let me pick something like this, or you can take small steps, giant turns, anything, right? For purposes of this demo, let me pick something. This is probably a financial prosperity is a little different. So let me pick small steps, giant turns. Or maybe you can say you don't have to navigate it alone. Maybe this looks like a good one, right? Now, you can do 2 things here. You can view the template before you decide to use the template. When you say view the template, it will show you how the template looks like. Like, let's do that. When you view the template, it will show you how broadly the navigation will look like, what is the color theme, all this you can change. Doesn't mean that you will be stuck with brown, okay? But this is just a template. So for example, here, if you see, it says, okay, schedule a free consultation. There's a my approach. You're in the right place. What I specialize in. This is how the broad template looks like, okay? So here she has everything on the same page, and view all services is on a different page, okay? And you have like different kind of fonts here and all that. So maybe, you're not happy with this. You can go and see one more. Let's see how this looks like. Okay. Are you all with me so far? Hope I have not lost anybody. All good? Okay. So this is small steps, giant turns. 15 years experience, new episode. Oh no, this doesn't look like the right one, right? It says new episode and everything. Resilient mindset, continuous growth. May or may not be good for me. So what I'll do is I will go to, I help organizations reshape now. Let's go back to this. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll view this once more and say that, okay, I will use this as my template. And then if you want to use it as a template, you click edit site. Now this template belongs to you. As soon as you say edit site, it will come up with a default. Okay. So now you have your site up and running. In the next 1 minute, your site will be ready. Now it'll be interesting for you to see how AI built your website. Okay. It took a template. You'll be amazed at what it turns out. Okay, it's working on it. Hang in there, don't drop off the call yet. Nearly done. All right, so we are all set now. Okay. Now you have your default website. Okay. Now you can create a domain and all that. You can just ignore this for now. Ignore the AI. Let's see what the website came back with. Okay. Now, if you want to really see how this website looks like now, of course, it has got only placeholders. It just took the template, right? You just want to see how this website looks like. What you're going to do is you're going to put a preview. You see this here, preview, this option at the top. The preview is basically going to show you this is your website. Okay. This is your website. Now you have to go and change all these things. Okay. You have to actually go and change all these things to fit your needs. But you already know how the website looks like. Okay. All right. So what we will do is we will click out of it. What happened? Why am I not clicking out? Okay. I'll click edit website. Now you are here. Okay. Now what you will need to do is go into Freedom Coaching at the top. This is the name of your website. All right. Now you are basically seeing what is your site brand. Okay. We will start here. When you see your site brand, okay, still a little slow. Okay. Now here is where you will usually start. Okay. Oh, I don't like these colors. Click on edit brand. Okay. When you click on edit brand, it will tell you what color themes to choose, and you can choose a variety of colors here. Okay. What you can do is you can say that, okay, I'm not liking this. Click here and you say change palette. And you can keep getting multiple iterations on this. Okay. And it will give you suggested templates, suggested color themes here. Okay. Let's say that, I'm more of a freedom coach. So I want to basically, keep it to a green theme. Okay. So I click on this theme and say, let me pick this neon theme. For some reason, it's becoming very slow. Why is it not working? Oh, okay. There you go. So this is how your neon theme looks like. You see this? It changed the entire look and feel of your website. Right? You can say, okay, I'll stick with neon, or you can continue to keep regenerating new ones. Okay. It will give you a variety of options here, but I'll stick with this for now. For the demo, I will stick with this. Okay. Now I changed my entire look and feel here. Now it is no longer the brown that I saw, right? Everything is looking very different. Now I want to start editing this. Now for editing this, you don't need any programming. Okay. Say for example, I want to change this. Just go there, click, and it is by default linking to home here. Okay. Now I will just go here and I will go and edit it directly, as simple as that. Okay. Give me a second. Let me close this. Okay. Now I'm here. I will say I want to edit this. So what do I want to edit here? No, I want to edit the name. Okay. Now you can go and type in your name here. Is it not letting me do that? Okay. It's a link. Edit text. Okay. You say edit text. Let me minimize this. When you say edit text, you already have what you want to do. It is showing account here. You can probably say setup. Then you want to say logout, you can say sign out, and then you're done. Okay, there's an automatic save that happens. If you see here, the save automatically happens. You don't have to click on anything. Okay. Similarly, I want to say here, I want to say okay, I want to say basically I want to go and change the link, or you can say click on settings, link to home. Okay. If you want to change it, you can do that. If you, for example, want to link to a different page, you can do that. Now let's go back and see what pages are set up. Okay. We haven't still seen what pages have come up. So I'm just going into, for some reason, it's looking a little different for me. I'm just trying to see, where is it? Sorry, just give me a second. Normally it shows a dashboard here, which I'm not able to see. I'm just trying to see where it is. I normally should see a set of pages here. For some reason, I'm not seeing it. Typical demo problems. Give me a second. Okay, now you see here, right? Now what did I do here was, I think they kept changing the layout. I just played with this on the weekend and they've changed the thing now. Okay. Now if you see here, it actually, this website generated a set of pages for you. Okay. This is your home page, right? If you want to, for example, change this, it's very easy. You just go here and then start to type in. Okay. You can just type A, B, C, D, whatever you want. It's live. Immediately it just takes effect. Okay. You can put whatever you want, right? This is basically how you customize, no programming required. You just type it, it just saves automatically, right? Say, for example, you want to change this image, go here, just say edit image. You can either edit this image or you say you want to load a new image. Let me do that and show you also. This is another common thing that people will want to do. Suppose, for example, I want to change her picture and I want to put my picture here. Okay. I'll just say replace image. And are you able to see what I'm saying, what I'm showing here? Okay. What I will do here is I will say I want to put my photo here. Okay. I will upload my media. I will upload from my computer. Doesn't take too long for you to do that. So I'll just go to my photo. I'll just upload my photo here. Hardly takes you any time. Once your photo is here, I just say pick this, add to page. There you go. Boom, right? No programming required. You got your photo here, right? Okay, I want to change this name. I want to say Jagan the Freedom Coach. Done, live. Nothing more required. Okay. I don't like this image. Go and change it to whatever you want. Put a fancy, picture of a road or whatever you want to put. Then you're done. All right. Now you got whatever you want, right? You get the idea, right? I'm not going to do the entire work, but what I'm basically trying to tell you is now you got a basic setup, basic page up and running. You can go and change anything you want, right? Now I will show you a place where, for example, I'm a freedom coach, right? I want to take people out of their stress and anxiety. So I will retain that. But I don't have any trauma or PTSD coaching, right? I offer something very different. So I'm basically saying, okay, work-life balance. Let's assume that that's a service that you offer, right? You go basically update it and say that, okay, taking the stress out of your time management challenges and help you live a free life. Okay, something like this. Okay, all right. Now you just edited it. Okay, now again here, if you want, you can come and change your photo. You can put whatever you want about your about, all the things that you want to do. Suppose, for example, how we can work together. You're not interested in this, right? You don't want this section at all. What you do here, click on this, and then you should have an option to delete it. If I don't have it, you can right click. If you don't have that, you can see whether you can minimize it. You can add a new section here. Whatever you want, you can do. For some reason, it's not letting me delete, but usually the delete button would work. Okay, it's not taking it yet. Okay, section, spacing, section divider. Okay, it should let you delete it. For some reason, it is not letting me delete it. Let me see who I deleted. This is a little bit of a weird template I picked up, I think. The other templates are much easier to use. Let me see, change layout. This is a single page layout. If you want, you can do a multi-column layout, whatever you want to do. Let me see why is it not letting me delete it? Okay, let's see whether I can delete this fellow. If you see here, I can delete this. Okay, I don't want this thing at the bottom. Gone. Okay. Now, and then if you want, you can add more things here. Like, for example, you want to add your own footer. You can say, for example, you can add a text box here. You can put a button here. You can put a very fancy image here, whatever you want. It's all up to you. You don't need any programming. Everything is dynamic. Okay. I just took out the footer that she had and put an image of, put a video of a cat there. Okay. And here, for example, you can put all your testimonials here. You can add as many testimonials that you want. And, there are different controls that you can experiment with. There is a control that I have on my web page, right? You can go and experiment with that. So where you can have it like a carousel, right? You can have all your testimonials appearing like a carousel. So for want of time, I'm not showing you all the capabilities, but very importantly, what this website did was it actually created all these pages for you by default. Okay. It created a pages called services. So you click on this to take you to the services page. Now, if you see here, the services page, let's see what it came out with default. It's loading. Okay. Now, if you see here, this is the same page that you saw on your home, which was linking up to this, right? This is what basically is your services page. So here you can go and edit each section here. You can say types of services or, coaching services offered. All right. And you can customize all of this. You can delete some things which you don't want. You can do whatever you want. Okay. Say you have only 2 services that you offer. You have only 2 services. It's all up to you, right? And you can customize this whichever way you want. You can put a different color here if you want, like you saw on my web page. You can go and edit replace the background and put, say, a gray background for this, a white background for this, and maybe, put a different background for this, darker green. You can do all that. You can play around with the theme sites theme colors that you have for your website. But for example, only this one you want to actually paint it in a completely different color. You can go to custom and you can pick say a red or a pink, so that people get attracted to this service. All this you can do, and all this doesn't require any programming, right? So far, nothing required programming, right? Anything required programming? Nothing. You didn't write a single line of code here. All you did was imagine the layout. Once you imagine the layout, you can keep going and editing whatever pages you want. Okay. Now, interestingly, if you go back to your home page, one thing that you will want to do is how do all these pages come together? It comes through links. You would have seen that in Google also, right? When you click on a link, it goes to another page. So if you see here, some of them will actually take you to certain links. Like for example, this is saying my services, right? Of course, it's showing in a different color because of the theme that we used. But if you see here, this is actually a button. And where does it link to is what is shown here. It is actually linking to the about page. Now, if you want to change this, you can click on it and you can customize the icon. You can change the link. You can do whatever you want. Okay. You can make it link to a different page if you want. Got it? So for example, you want to say add a button here, which will, or maybe there is already something which will take them to the services page. Okay, explore all services. If you see here, this already is, if you see here, this would have already been linked to the services page. You saw that? This is already set up for you. You don't have to do anything, right? If you click here, it will already go to the services page. And all you need to do is go and customize your services page. You're all set up. You don't have to do anything because it is already set up for you. The links are all set up for you. So this is how all the pages come together for you, right? You click on explore all services, it will take you to the services page. And we saw that we went to the services page and we took out one service. We just kept two services that were there. If you want, you can add one more section, add one more service. Get all the details that you require, right? Now here is the thing. Now let's go to the services page. And ideally, what all of you will do is you will basically have your services set up on the services page, and you will want people to actually go and book the service, isn't it? Right? And similarly, you would want to actually have a home button which will take them to a discovery call, right? To set up a call with you. Now, here is how I do it, right? So let me go to the home page. I want to actually put a button here to say book a free consultation. Already there is a button here, right? All you need to do is to change the link. See, if you see here, schedule a free consultation. This is the advantage of having templates, because these templates would have already thought about all of the things that you commonly want to do. Now, book a free consultation. If you see here, if you click here, it is actually taking you to the schedule form. It is not taking you to a consultation page. Okay. Now, let me show you what I do, right? If you saw on my web page, I had a book a free consultation on my home page, right? Now, if you see on my web page, when I click on home, and I will show you how to do this in a minute. Book a consultation is here, right? Now, when I book a consultation, just see what it is doing. It is actually taking them to TopMate, which is where I book all my services. Nothing within Wixx now. You already moved to a different website. Okay. And this is your complete scheduling system. Nothing is done within Wixx. No scheduling, nothing done within Wixx. Okay. Say, for example, this is what you want to link up to. So I want, whenever somebody says schedule a free call with me, I want them to actually take me to this link. Now, what do? You go back to your my sites. Sorry, go back to this site. Schedule a free consultation is there, right? Click on this. Okay. And this is edit text. Okay, let me see how to change the link. Give me a second, sorry. Okay, here it is. It is actually taking you to the schedule form. Okay, you're able to see this, right? It's actually taking you to the page where there is a form. Now, what I want to do is I want to actually put a web address. You're not linking to any page in your website. So if you see here, link will have multiple options here. Okay, a link can link to a page in your website. It can link to a section in your website, or it can link to a completely new web address. In this case, I want to put a web address, which is my TopMate link. So I just put that and I'm done. Okay. Now, if somebody clicks on book a free consultation, it will go to my TopMate page. As simple as that, no programming required. Okay. Now, there is another thing, right? Now, let's do one thing. Let's pause for now and let's see how this website looks like now. What do you need to do there? Only one click. Just click publish. When you click publish, remember that your website will go live immediately. Okay. So if you already published your website to clients, if you're making changes and publish, they will start seeing the changes immediately. Okay. You can't hold on to it. But in this case, nobody knows about our website. So Freedom Coach is still hidden. It is still in stealth mode. So we'll click publish. Okay. As soon as I click publish, you will see here, go live with your site, publish. Now, what is the website called? It's called jagancoach.wixsite.com/freedomcoaching. That's it. You're able to see this? Congrats, your site is published. Okay. Click view site. When you click view site, you're actually seeing your live website. It's already up and running. Your website. You see here, my ugly face shows up here. Okay. And whatever edits we did, they're all live. We put some ABCD here. Everything is live. We change the image at the top. We put an image of a highway or whatever. My face. We changed this. We said work-life balance. You see, everything is live now. Nothing changed. You didn't write a single line of code. And what did we want to test? We wanted to see what happens when you click schedule a free consultation. Does it go to TopMate? Click on that. There you go. Went to TopMate. You didn't have to do much, right? All you needed to do was to redirect it to your Calendly or TopMate or whatever. Just provide the link to that and it is live. I'm sure most of you who are on LinkedIn would have already done this, right? If you have a LinkedIn premium, you would have already put a link to book your appointment or something. The same link you put here. You're already done. Okay. Now, here is the thing. Okay. I'm going to show you two more things. Now you got your website up and running. Okay. Now we are going to close this website. We will go here. One other thing that all of you will immediately want to know is how will I make payments? Okay, somebody books a consultation, they are happy with my service. We have already given them a services page, they go to your service, and now you want them to book your service, isn't it? Now, for booking your service, here is what I do. Okay, now for example, here is the page where you're seeing all your services, right? This is your page. Now, I want to ideally provide a book now button here, right here. Okay, so that as soon as they see this, they are good with this, they will click a book now. Now, what do you do? Basically, first I want to actually add a button here. Okay, so let me see how to add my button. Okay, I come here, I say add, there is a button here, add. Okay, click here, add elements, element sections, pages. Okay, if you want to add more pages to your website, you click add pages, then each of them will appear like a page. If you want to add sections, this is what we saw, right? We just deleted a section for service. So these are all different sections. These are all basically grouping of elements. Let me put it that way. And then elements are your basic elements of your web page. You don't need to know any rocket science here. Okay. In elements of web page, it's all very obvious to you. If you want to put a text, you will click text. If you want to put an image, you will put an image. If you want to put a button, you will put a button. Now here, for example, I will say I want to put a green button. Okay, because green is the theme of my website. Maybe I'll put this green button and I will put it here. Okay. Let's see if it got added. Where is my button? Okay, let me click button again. The website is a little slow today. All right, so click button. Okay, it should have added the button somewhere. Where is the button? Okay, here it is. Okay, the button got added here. Let me move it a little below. And I will want to put it on this page, okay, or this section, so that people can book the service right there. Okay, you can do all your editing of this. You can put your borders, you can do your alignment of your text, you can do everything. Just click here. This is like word editing. Okay, there's nothing great here. Okay, you can change the fonts, you can make it big if you want, right? You want to make it really big, you can make it And if you want to, for example, do a text alignment and all that, you can click here and you can do all the word kind of editing that you want to do. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you all of that. I'll just probably say center align. Okay. Now you've got your button in the center. Now I want to change this text. I want to call it book now. Okay. Now I want to basically take these people to a payment page or to a place where they can actually make the payments. Now, what I do in my context is, again, for me, the entire payment is also done using TopMint. Now, alternatively, for those of you who are in India, I'll also give you a tip. You can go and register yourself on Razorpay. Razorpay, R-A-Z-O-R-P-A-Y. Let me put it here on the chat. I don't know whether this is available for people outside India, but for people who are based out of India, you can do this. I don't think it's available for, if you are, for example, outside India, you can go for something like PayPal. Okay, but in India, you can go to Razorpay. Okay, I'm just putting that on the chat. Now, interestingly, Razorpay, if you have not used it already, I'm still not onboarded to Razorpay yet. They are completing my application process. Razorpay, the interesting thing is you can actually create your own custom payment page with your own branding and logo and everything. And it will give your customers an option of variety of payment methods. Debit card, credit card, internet banking, UPI, whatever is there. And they only charge you 2% of fees on the payment charge, on the transaction payment, on the transaction amount. There is no setup fees, no maintenance fees, nothing. So what you could do is, if they click book now, you can actually take them to a Razorpay payments page. So a Razorpay payments page will basically be another link, and you can directly link up to that. In which case, you are basically setting up your payment also outside of Wixx. Why? Because Wixx payments is a paid plan. And Wixx payment, when you upgrade to Wixx paid plan, it is quite expensive. It is not that cheap as the, as you make it out to be. Okay. So try to do all your payments outside. For example, if you are on PayPal, you have your PayPal account. Again, PayPal account is free. If you have your PayPal account, you have set it up to your banking accounts for getting payments. Put your PayPal link here. As soon as they book now, it will go to PayPal, right? And then they can pay using PayPal. So clear so far? No doubts? Okay. Now I'm going to show you how I do it, right? For example, I'm just going to take a sample, service that I have on TopNet, which is like a paid service. For example, this is a paid service that I have. Okay, I will copy this link. They want to do a career coaching booking with me, they come to this link. So again, very simple. Go to book now, click on link, choose a link. Same process that you did earlier, right? Nothing different. And you will say link, web address, put my TopMate link, and I'm done. All set. Okay. Now we are ready to publish. Now let's see what will happen if somebody clicks on teletherapy sessions. Okay. And you saw how long it took for you to for Wixx to publish your website, a few seconds. And it is all done. Okay. Click on publish. It will be done, and you can click on your website. All right, you're done. Okay. Click on website. Now let's see what will happen when somebody clicks on the teletherapy page. All right. Okay. How did they get to that? They said they're going to click to the services page. Okay. See, explore all services, right? This is where it was. Now they click on it. They get to this. First one didn't have a button. What happened? Okay. Let me just refresh the page. It just scrolled off. Okay. First one didn't have a button. The second one, you have your beautiful book now button here. You got this button, right? This is what you did. Click on book now. It went to my career coaching booking page. They're all set. You schedule it here, you pay the money, and you're done. All right. Say I pick it here. Now it will take me to the TopMate's booking page. Okay. They can go and make the payment using TopMate. Alternatively, if you are on Razorpay, you will take them to the Razorpay payments page. And then you're done with your payment, you're done with your scheduling. You can capture all the information about your clients, and then you're done, right? You've set up your service, you've set up your website. All right. So this is basically what I wanted to show you. Now I will also tell you, a lot of people also, pay for branding, pay for graphic designers for doing your images and logos and everything, right? So in this case, I just took ChatGPT, okay, and I typed this previously already. So if you see here, this is a very simple prompt I gave in line with the Freedom Coach. Basically, create a pastel style icon. Okay, this is using pastel colors for my coaching brand, using the colors light green, blue, and white. It should represent freedom, unlocking value, and providing a safe space for conversation. Look, it came out with a pretty decent image, isn't it? In the colors that I want, it represents birds for freedom. It has good, good vibes to it. I can download this and put it on my homepage as my brand logo. As simple as that. You didn't do anything, right? If you want to, for example, customize your icon, you go here, customize your icon. It should give you a place for putting your icon. This is your icon type. If you want, you can create a fancy animated icon. Even that also is possible if you have a paid version of Google. Otherwise, you can put your icon here, right? Go and upload it here. Choose an icon if you want. Or if you want to put your prominent logo somewhere here, you want to put each of them having your logo. All you need to do, go replace your vector art, upload your image, and your logo is ready. Nothing more to be done. Okay, I want to put some, I can put the ChatGPT generated image, I can download it, or I can simply pick some vector graphic and say update. Each of your services will have a unique logo. And you can use ChatGPT for generating logos as many times as possible. Okay, and it does a very, very decent job. In fact, you can even go here and ChatGPT even gives you an option to edit the logo now. Earlier, it never used to give you an edit. Okay, now for example, I can edit it. I can say I can select this portion of my logo, and I can say, like for example, I can do all of this, and I can put a text here saying, make the birds blue in color. Let's see what it comes back with. It usually does a decent job. Sometimes it can go a little crazy, but more often than not, you don't really need to actually hire a graphic designer for your logos. It will do a pretty decent job. If you're lucky like me, you have a daughter who can design it, good for you. But otherwise, you can use ChatGPT, as good a friend as you can have. Okay, let's see what it came back with. Takes a little while, but usually it does a good job. How many of you actually use ChatGPT for your own work? Show of hands using an emoji, of course. Okay, not many of you. You see here, it actually changed the birds to blue. It was white, no, earlier. Changed it to blue. It did a little bit of an edit. It took the birds out of the circle, but pretty decent for your logo, isn't it? Now all you need to do is click here, save this logo, download it, and you're up and running. You can put it on your website. You can put it on your Razorpay homepage, wherever you want. Wherever you want to actually brand your service, right? I'll just say logo, right? I come back here. I will say, okay, let me go and put my logo on my home page. Go back to home. Okay, the home page will load. Sorry, Lokesh, I'll just come to you. Give me 1 minute. Okay, and I will want to actually put a logo here. So what I'll do is I will say add elements, and let us add an element here. What will I put? I will put, what should I use here? Can one of you unmute and tell me? Now I want to put a logo. What element should I pick up? One of you should answer. If you don't answer, then I don't think I did a good job. One of you please answer. Unmute and answer. What will you use, Trupti? What element will you pick up here now? Image. There you go. Okay. Okay, I pick image. Okay, I want to actually use my own image, right? So what I will do is I will upload image from my computer of the logo that I just had. All right. Sorry. All right. I have my logo here. Okay. Add to page. Here you go. Okay. You got your brand new logo on your website. Make it as big as you want. The page is a little slow today. The website. All set. Publish. And you're good to go. Now your Freedom Coaching website is all set up. It has started with the template. Now, if you see here, it actually took us really only 1 hour to actually set up the website. It really didn't take us too long, right? What happened to the logo? It's supposed to come up here. For some reason it is not. Okay, let's go back here. What is the logo not seen? It should come up here. Publish again. Okay, view site. There you go. You got your website fully branded, completely changed the colors, got it set up out of the box. It took you 1 hour to do this. You spend 1 more week, you can customize whatever you want. Okay. And after you customize whatever you want, that's it. You are in business. Isn't it? Did it take any programming? Any programming? Any of you had to do any programming? No, right? Did we write any single piece of code here? Any HTML code? Nothing, right? Was it easy for you guys as you saw through this? I'll come back to you, Lokesh. I know you had your hand up. Maybe you can unmute and ask your question, Lokesh. Let me
Hi,
answer
this
that.
is Kriti.
And I
Hey, this
forgot to
is
lower my hand, sorry.
Sorry, Lokesh, what is that?
No, I raised my hand in an answer to a previous question where how many of you are using ChatGPT, but I
Oh, okay.
forgot to lower my hand. Sorry
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
Okay, no problems at all. Yeah, Kriti, you go ahead. You had some question?
hi. Sorry, I'm somewhere outside, so I'll not put on my video.
No problem.
Thank you so much. I think this was really, really very helpful. I'm a completely non-technical person. It sounded and looked very easy, but I'll try my
It is easy.
hands on it.
Trust me, it is easy. Okay, so you don't even have to assume that it is, I just made it look easy. It is actually easy, and in fact, if you actually use the AI route for generating a
Mm,
website instead of a template,
correct,
you can actually make it as elaborate as you want. You can put in as many prompts you want, and it will actually generate a website exactly like you want it to appear.
correct.
However,
No, the way you were doing it, like I could see that it's very easy. But yeah, see, you have done it once or twice, like maybe earlier. So for
yeah.
us, initially, we will take
So
some time. But
I'm a techie. Okay, I mean I'll give it to you. I'm a techie.
no,
Okay,
I
so
saw your title. I saw CTO. I know that you have a tech background. I read
but
your
you don't
title,
have to be,
ex-CTO.
because if you see
Mm.
here, right, we never wrote a single line of code.
Correct, correct, correct.
It's
Yeah, but
about
see,
it's about
you
you
know,
thinking how you want your website to look like. That's all, right? And see, I because we ran out of time, I didn't show you a lot of templates. You can
mm,
actually go and browse thousands of templates
correct, correct. So
and
I
make it
only have
your
one
own.
question. Does it allow to save the website like in draft? Like for example, I don't want to publish it now. I just want to experiment and try, and then I can publish it whenever I'm ready.
You
Uh,
can't do that. You can't do that. You can only
acha.
do a preview, but the preview will not be fully live. So my take on this is like
Okay.
this. Till you actually announce your website, nobody is going to come and discover you. Okay?
Yeah, that is
So
there. Correct.
just
Yes,
keep
yes,
it in
yes.
stealth mode, keep publishing as many times as you want. That's exactly what I also did. You just keep publishing any
Mm,
number of times till you're very happy about it.
mm.
And then when you're ready to go, you just go and put it on LinkedIn. Say, here is my website. Until then, nobody is going to discover you,
LinkedIn.
right?
Mm.
Wix has got like
That's a
10,000
good
websites.
point.
So you
Correct,
can do
correct,
that.
correct.
There
That's
is
a good
also one more
point.
nuance I will also tell you. One more
Mm.
nuance couldn't show you is that there is also a mobile site view. What you saw is the desktop view.
Okay,
There is a mobile
correct.
view
Hmm.
which you can also see for every page. So it will let you actually customize your
Acha,
mobile view
okay,
very
okay.
differently from your desktop view. Okay. But my take on it is my website is live for nearly 8 months now. I rarely see people come in from the website from a mobile
Hmm.
device. Most people log in from their laptops or desktops.
Hmm.
And how do I know that? Is probably
Laptops and desktop.
if you guys can stay on for a few minutes, I can also show you analytics. I don't know how you guys are placed on time. I know we overshot by 10 minutes, but if you want to stay, I can actually quickly show you that as well.
Jagannath, I have a suggestion. Do you want to take questions first if there is more, and then maybe we can switch?
Yeah, sure. We can do that. We can do that. I don't know whether people have questions. There are only
Yeah,
9
let's
people.
quickly just check, and then of course we can move on to what
Sure,
we're.
absolutely.
Hi guys, this is your time if you have any questions. I think no. Okay. Over to
See,
you.
either people didn't understand anything or it was very easy to understand.
No, but I hear lots of comments even in the chat, and personally for me as well, it was very helpful and it was very practical, like just chatting with the AI and
Yeah. Very
giving
easy.
us everything. So yeah,
Let me
thank you.
show you. Let me show you one last thing, okay?
Sure.
Which will be useful because at the end of the day, you do your website for what? You want to see actually, are people coming to your website? Who are they? Who are the people who are coming to your website? What is happening on your pages and all that, right? So I'm not going to show you on this website. I will show it. I will show you the statistics on my website, okay? So and I will also show you how you can actually go about doing it because this website won't have any traffic yet. So what I will do is I will go to my sites, okay? And if you go to into your website, you will actually go into your website. This is how it will appear for you also. As you create your website on Wix, it will show you your website. Now I actually logged into my website called Mukta, and it will show you this thing called a dashboard. Okay, this is what is called as the dashboard. What you're seeing here is your dashboard. Now, if you see here, there is a page called analytics. You just click on analytics. This will give you all the data about your website traffic. Okay. Very easy to understand. There's no rocket science here. It will tell you, and for example, in my last 30 days, there have been only 8 people who visited my website. I don't have a great website traffic, by the way. Okay. And if you see here, there was a spike on April 22nd. It will tell you where all people logged in from. Did they come to your website from LinkedIn or did they directly find it out on the website, on Google and then came to your website? What are the locations from which they came, right? For example, most of my sessions are from India, and there's one guy who came from Australia, who also happened to be my coaching lead. So he actually set up a discovery call with me. And then you will also see here what are the pages that are most visited. Like for example, homepage, services, and about. I have only 3 pages mostly. So the most traffic is on the homepage and the services page. And I also told you, that most people don't come to me, don't visit the web page from the mobile device, right? How do I know that? Is because there is also a place where it tells you what is the device on which they used. I'm not able to see that here. Where is it? Maybe it is a different. Let me see traffic. Yes, probably it will be in this page. If you see here, this is a more detailed thing. If you see here, this is by device. If you see here, 88% of people have logged in only on the desktop. Only there are 13%. Oh, I don't know why it adds up to 101% though. But only very little people actually come to you on the mobile. So my recommendation is don't waste your time to actually optimize your website for mobile devices. Okay, until you actually see the statistics and say, oh, a lot of people are coming to me on the mobile. Until then, don't waste your time doing that because it takes you quite some time to actually fine tune your site for a mobile. Yeah, Shivani, go ahead. I see you raised your hand. This is one thing I just wanted to share with you as well. Go ahead, Shivani. You are.
Hi. Sorry, I'm not able to switch on my camera, but I had one quick question. First, thank you so much. This was very useful. I
Sure.
did try on Wix. I kind of did not make sense, but now I know a couple of places where I was going wrong. Can I make my site on Wix and then host it on GoDaddy or maybe a Google Workplace or something?
No, you won't do it that way. What you do is you don't have to go to GoDaddy to make your website. What you do is go to GoDaddy to get your domain. For example, you have shivani.in or whatever, right? Or shivanicoach.in
Right.
or something like that. Only get your domain services on GoDaddy. Because
Okay.
Wix is much easier to create websites. GoDaddy and Bluehost, and there are so many other places which also give you the website creation. They are very, very cumbersome to build your websites. I had actually built a website on Bluehost, which is also a domain
Okay.
hosting service. Very, very cumbersome
Right.
to build your website. What I did in Wix in 1 hour, it will probably take me 1 week to do that on Bluehost.
No, but
So
let's say I've made my website on Wix. I have my, everything. I've created it. Now, how do I use that domain to host it
that is very easy, right? If you saw when we created a website itself, it was asking for what is your domain, right? Do you have a domain name? So you will actually
Okay.
go here. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Do you see my screen yet?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I will tell you if I don't get it right now, I will message you privately. But there is a place where you can actually go and put your domain. You can update your
Okay.
domain. I think this is the one, website settings. And if you see here, this is your site name. Okay,
Right name. Yes.
this is your site address. So if you have your own domain here, you can say connect your own branded domain. It says upgrade now, but you don't have to. You can actually you can update your domain here. I don't know why it is not giving me that place here, but it will usually give you that. In fact, if you have your domain, I would say you put it when you actually have, when you start your website creation itself. I think at that point in time, it will let you do that. But once you create your website, it will not probably let you change it. It will not probably
Change that.
let you put your entire domain here.
Oh, okay. So
But
first we should purchase the domain and then
correct,
we should come here to make the website.
correct, exactly.
Okay. Okay,
And
great.
because
Thank you. Thank you so
this
much.
is by far very
Yeah,
easy to actually create your website. Do you already have your domain somewhere else?
no, I do not have a domain anywhere else.
Okay, if you don't
But
have your
you,
domain anywhere else, I suggest you get your domain through Wix itself. You can
okay,
get your domain through Wix. When you actually click on upgrade, it will let you only create a domain. If you want, you can get a Wix domain also. Even Wix also provides you domain services. So get your domain through Wix only. That way, it will be much more tighter integrated.
and would that be a .com or a .in or what kind of a domain?
They will let you, I think it will be, I don't know exactly how it will be, but it should let you create whatever domain you want as long as it's not taken up by anybody else.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so then might as well do everything at one place.
Yeah, do everything in one place so that it's all integrated, right? You don't have to then
Right.
go and look in multiple places, renew in multiple places, and do all that. And if you also
True,
get
that's
a integrated plan in Wix, they will probably give you a better discount because you're buying domain services also from them, right? So
true.
probably give you a better discount.
Okay. And if I may ask, there's also Google Workplace. And the reason I'm looking at Google Workplace is because it gives you, let's say, at the rate, your company name.com.
Uh-huh.
If I want to customize my emails and everything, then Google gives me that option. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so is Wix better or would Google Workplace be better?
As far as I know, again, my knowledge may be a little bad here, but as far as I know, whatever you're getting through Google is basically your email domain names.
Right.
Okay. Google, if you want to do your website on Google, it actually gives you only a blog kind of a capability. It is called Google Sites. Okay.
Right. Which is
I, I
right.
have
Yeah.
I have my personal blog on Google Sites.
Okay. Okay.
But it is not, it probably has got like 20% capability as a Wix in terms of the richness of content. You can do basic
Okay.
blogging and that's about it. It's not like very, very rich in terms of the elements it gives you. Because if you actually explore Wix, you will see that there are a lot of apps that you can actually put. Like for example, the FAQ that I showed you on my website is an app. It comes out of the box.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just add it to your
true.
website. All you need to do is it will give you an FAQ editor and you keep typing your questions, answers. That's it. It will nicely format it into a FAQ format for free.
Okay.
And Wix has
Okay.
got probably hundreds of such apps which are all available for free.
Okay.
When you add apps itself, it will tell you whether it's free or a paid version. I will tell you there are probably hundreds of apps like that. Even a blog is an app. You can have feedback as an app. You can have survey as an app. You can integrate all of that into your Wix. The Google Sites probably has like 10% of that capability.
Right. No, I'm aware Google Sites does not have too much of a capability, and I haven't had very good reviews about it. I was only
Yeah.
asking because, again, the email and the website and everything then ends up being the same.
It is not linked at all, right? You go to your Google Workspace and get your customized Google address, right? Something at shivani.com, for example. And you put that in your contact details on your Wix page. On your contact details, when you link up to your email, right? You just put that as email. That's it. So there is no compulsion for you to use Google Sites.
Google Sites over there. Okay, great. Yeah. So Wix is much better. Okay, great.
Wix is very, very easy. Thank you. You saw how easy it was to create a website, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I think, somebody like me who's a totally non-tech background, we just struggle a little more and therefore we give up very easily.
Yeah.
So, you struggle with one or two things.
Today's session was to convince you not to give up.
Yeah, that's right, which is so true. And you really did an amazing job on that. So thank you so much for that.
Sure. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions? I know it is recorded, and I also told you at the beginning, right? So in case any of you are struggling with anything, feel free to ping me on the WhatsApp group. Anyway, I'm also part of the CJ community, so you can privately ping me, and then happy to kind of help you. Not a problem at all. All right, I am done, Trupti. In case there are no other questions, I think we can wind up today's session.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we close it here, I really want to thank you. You just not, helped us get out of that zone that the tech, it's only for tech, but you also helped us until analytics, and that was so helpful to show that it is really, you can measure the impact as well somewhere. So thank you once again, Jagannath, for all your efforts.
Absolutely. And one unsolicited recommendation I'll also give you is look up on the internet. There are a lot of free webinars that happen, like master classes that happen by people who tell you how to build good websites. In fact, I attended a masterclass a couple of days back. It says, how to build a $100K website or whatever. I'm not trying to get 100K, but I don't mind seeing the best practices from there, because they will tell you even better how to kind of organize your websites, how to actually put the hooks in the right places. So I will also probably rejig my website based on the tips that I get there. If I find something very useful, I'll also share it in the CJ group. But I would definitely encourage all of you to do that. But first thing is that you organize your thoughts around how you want your website to look like. Before you even go into Wix.com, get your thoughts organized, and then that's it. Within a week you're up and running. And like you rightly pointed out, Trupti, it will be great if we can nudge all these people after a month and ask them, how many of them have actually set up their website, and give their link to their website.
Yes, because I know, like, for me to get the actual value, I need to really go now and take my first step, even if it is a draft, but I need to initiate that. So I'm sure only then it will be helpful.
Absolutely.
And we also will be helping everybody with the recording. So stay tuned on CJ WhatsApp group.
Thank you so much for hosting this, Trupti, and taking care of all the logistics.
No problem.
And feel free to, again, any of you can ping me when you want help. No problem at all.
Thank you, everybody.
Right.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Have a good day. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.